Howdy do everyone, my name is Angie, and welcome to, well, a just chatting stream. We're just talking today. There's nothing special we're doing or anything like that. It's just talking. Curiosity though. There we go, there's the chat. I was like, why hasn't it gotten the chat yet? It's because, for whatever reason, it didn't get the waiting room chat. That's fine, we don't need it, I guess. Welcome in, everyone, welcome in. Thank you for joining me so far. New overlay, if you guys haven't noticed. I hope you like it. I did it myself. I worked hard on it. It's not the best. It's actually my failed copy. I did a few versions of it, and this is the best one that came out, but it's, you know, still not the best. But we're in the bubble. Yeah, you're in the bubble. I tried though. I tried. There's still more things I want to work on with it. There's a lot more things I want to work on with it. Actually, it was supposed to be a much different look, but for whatever reason, when I went to put it in OBS, it changed size formats and just did not come out right. So I had to work with what I got. So, you guys get the weird version of it. It seriously doesn't look like this in my larger version of it. Oh well, it's just how it is. Pop the bubble? I don't think I can. Oh, well, I can do, hold on. I can get rid of, like, the gold pieces, but Filbert goes away, too. I can do, this, because it's actually an overlay, and not a professional chat thing. But anyways, I won't do that for long. It doesn't look cool and professional like that. Anyways, how's everyone doing today? Monday for me. Man, though we're ending the day now. It's been a long one. It's been a long day. It looks like a porthole on a ship. I like that one too. I like that interpretation of it. Hello, welcome in. I hope this week goes well for all of you regardless. I have some hard things going on this week. Some good things, some hard, some changes, you know, something new. But I'm surviving. And I hope you guys can also have a good week. You know, have a great one. Survive the week together. So let's start off this week with a good chat, shall we? Just over anything, really. I have some things written down, but if anyone wants to also bring up a topic, I'm willing to explore it. Things are really glued together, that's right. Things are Windex glued and duct taped around here. But we're trying. By God, we're trying. The world is a lie. Chat is constrained by nothing but sight. Yet we can never escape. That's right. It's just the basement. It's the basement around here. Glue, duct tape, Windex. That's it. Have you tried the new Monster Hunter? It's peak. I haven't yet. You know, I've never played a Monster Hunter game. I've always been curious about them. They always look really good. I definitely wouldn't mind. I escaped? Yeah, you briefly escaped, but you're back now, so what does that mean? It means, I guess, you never truly escape. Just the illusion of escape. Or just the illusion that you're here. Hello, I hope you're doing well as well. It will destroy your PC even if it's high-end. The new Monster Hunter game. I see. It doesn't mean we can't try, right? I mean, I really liked Palworld despite how much it crashed on my PC because I was just running it with a bunch of rubber bands. But we still try, don't we? What I wouldn't do to play games that look good. I'll have to leave again after today. No! Oh. And it's just how it goes. There comes a day when every fish escapes the basement. I can't keep you here forever, but I'll try. Anyways. I gotta ruin my sleep to understand what I wrote for school 2 weeks ago. Oh no. Well, I hope you manage to get your sleep back again one day. A streamer Josh and I watch had it break a fan on his super high-end PC. Oh my god. That's something. Wow. I need to look into the requirements for running that game, huh? I mean, was it a game originally meant for PC, or is it meant for, like, the PS5 or something? I'm lucky I got a PS5, runs it just fine. Okay, that makes sense, that makes sense. There's a lot of games now that aren't meant for PC, and those, like, definitely break your PC. As learned from experience, they definitely break your PC. It's made for PC? Oh, that's concerning. That's very concerning. Oh, well, we'll try to run it eventually. If I'm able to afford it one day, we'll try to run it. That is the thing, isn't it? I gotta be able to afford the games. But my god, I want to try. MZ, you have to stay in the basement because you watch other streamers. Is that why they have to stay in the basement? They watch other streamers, so now they're not allowed to leave. Am I turning into a yandere? Is my character turning into a yandere? Don't watch other streamers, just me. I never advocated for that. You guys are the ones putting those words in my mouth. But since we're already saying it, yeah, sure, not allowed. I wanted to stay in the basement. Tough. That is tough. Oh, man. Well, the purpose of this stream is largely because I came to the crushing realization that life was changing whether I was ready for it or not. I became very nostalgic over a lot of things, and realized that, well, whether I was ready for it or not, life was going to be changing very soon for me. That's why there hasn't really been a schedule or anything these past 3 weeks, is because, wow, life hit me hard suddenly. And, now it's all changing. That won't affect the streams or anything. Just made it a little, difficult to plan things. Nothing's changing. No midlife crisis. We're not at a midlife crisis yet, okay? Let me hit official hag levels before I can say it's a midlife crisis. Let me come to terms with with being a hag, at the very least, before we get to midlife crisis. Angie's getting older. We all get older, don't we? Even infinity plus fish, whatever. What are we at? What are we at for how old I am? Whatever. Let's not look into that. I don't know when my middle life is, so I've been having a crisis for approximately 1.5 decades. That sounds right. That sounds about right. It's about true for where I'm at right now. My life has just been a crisis. Let's be honest here. First you need to get past the old, then you get mod life crisis. Similar thing happened when I noticed I won't be able to watch your streams live because of my job. Yeah, there's, life changes. It comes at you fast, and you have to adapt, but man, do you not want to adapt sometimes. And that's where I'm at. So, I've decided sad girl hours are over. I'm gonna have fun and talk to you guys. Tomorrow officially marks a huge change in my life. I have to do some stuff that I'm not the happiest with. Nothing that anyone has to worry about. Just some stuff that, it was inevitable. Life changes, it comes at you fast, and it's coming at me fast, so I have to adapt to it. Officially, that's right. And she's becoming 50. Yeah, gotta hit those golden years. Life came at me fast when I wasn't ready. Boy, I need an old model. If space comes on here, I'm gonna request a hag model. It seems only right. Alright. Where was I? Right. So I decided before things change, I'm going to have a fun time being nostalgic. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. I'm gonna go down memory lane and talk about some stuff. You should ask for a younger model. What are you saying about this one? What are you saying about this one? I need an old model. You do understand what joke I will make now, right? Anyways. Cue them saying you already have an old model. Yeah, I guess I should have saw that one coming. It was right there all along, and yet I refused to see it. Everyone already thinks I'm old. Anyways. I'm gonna fistfight everyone who tries to call anime girls with 0 wrinkles hacks. Oh, you're gonna fistfight everyone here? I've been being called old for a long time. And I don't have any wrinkles. I don't. I don't think you're old. I know you are. Welp, I really should have seen these ones coming. Okay. Well, in other news, I suppose I'll start off. You know, my cousin Waya came over not too long ago. You guys remember him on some of my streams, I'm sure. For anyone that wasn't there, my cousin Waya was here. He is a wolf, not a fish. He refuses to be related to the fish side, or acknowledge the fish side of the family. So Waya just, you know, refuses to acknowledge me most of the time. But we hang out! We hang out and play games every now and then. And when he was over, I finally convinced him to play Fire Emblem. He didn't really want to play it at first because he's not used to, like, the Switch. His hands are, like, super big. He's tall. He's really tall. But his hands are really big and they kind of cover the entire remote, so he never wanted to really play the Switch. But I convinced him to. He's just in denial about the fish thing? Yeah, that's about right. Didn't know you hated Waya that much. I don't hate Waya. I don't hate Waya. He just refuses to acknowledge me. Acknowledge the fish in him, at least. Oh, I mean ones who are like, I love older women, pictures of anime MILF that looks 21 at the most. Yeah, that does happen occasionally. It's kind of hard to tell age in anime. I mean, I remember watching this one anime a long time ago where they had this girl that was supposed to be in her 20s and she looked like, what, 12? And it just kind of happens. And then they had this guy that was supposed to be, like, 12 and he looked like he was in his 20s. I think that was the point of the show, but it's funny how anime sometimes plays with the ages like that. Jotaro was 16. Hit me with that one. Every time I watch JoJo and they're like, these are high school uniforms, I'm like, shut up. No, they're not. I refuse to acknowledge Jotaro as being 16. Look at that guy and tell me he's 16. No, he's not 16. I refuse. But I mean, like, you could point to Jotaro and any other- Jotaro? Did I say Jotaro or something? What the heck was that? Anyway, Jotaro in other seasons is older, even though he doesn't look like he's aged at all. We can't exactly take your word on young. What is that supposed to mean? What is that supposed to mean? We are all sea creatures. We shall all become crab one day. That is the inevitable course of life, isn't it? Everything becomes crab. You know exactly what that's supposed to mean. I don't like it. Anyways, so I got Waya to play Fire Emblem. And, as I was playing it with him, I just kind of, like, remembered how much fun it is to play with other people. Like, it's legitimately so much fun to just sit down and watch people play games, like, being there with someone, watching them play. Which one? 3 Houses Are Engaged? It was 3 Houses. Yeah, we played, Fire Emblem 3 Houses. He chose, Blue Lions as, which I thought he would. Waya always likes to go for the, noble kind of people. Like, that's his favorite kind of character. The illusion of free choice. I didn't guide him at all. I shut my mouth. I shut my mouth and was like, hey, go where the wind takes you. Decide which one to go with. The inevitable progression, it's not enough to replay a game now. We have to experience another person playing it for the first time. Exactly. I was that way ever since I was young, though. I really liked watching my friends play games. You know, I like playing games, obviously. Obviously, we're here. We're here playing games together a lot of times. Obviously, I do love playing games. However, there's something about sitting with your friends and watching them play that, like, I don't know, I just really love. I always have. The feeling is the appeal of streams. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Let's play streams. Stuff like that. Speaking of, everything's become crab. I hope you play another Crab's Treasure at some point. It's an oceanic, Souls-like game where you play as a hermit crab, and it's absolutely incredible. That one has been on my wish list for quite a while. I actually really want to play that game. Ever since it came out, I wanted to play it. After drinking water, I feel numb. What water was it? Let's throw everything in my front of the wall stream. When? Let's what? Let's throw everything in my front of the wall stream. What? Oh good, I can confirm that it's great. Yeah, I've really wanted to play it. It looks good. I watched Critical play. I like lost his name for a second. I watched Critical play a bit of it, and then I was just like, nope, wait, I want to play this myself, and then I stopped the stream. So anyways, as we were playing Fire Emblem and I got that nostalgic feeling again, I don't know, I guess I kind of realized I wanted to talk more about that nostalgic feeling. You know, share some moments of my own childhood, of gaming, sharing games with people, all that stuff. I don't know, it just felt like a good topic today. When is the putting every image file on screen stream? Oh god. Oh dear god, I have so many images saved right now on my computer. Like, do you know the amount of images as a streamer that I just randomly have saved on this computer to eventually put in like a video or something one day that I was like, no, I'm gonna save this here and it'll be funny one day, and I just like left it there and never used it. I have so many an ungodly amount of photos saved to my computer. On top of that, I'm a photographer. I, you know, snap pictures of a lot of things and send them off. I also do photo restoration, so I snap photos of a lot of things and send them off. There's way too many photos on this computer. Oh god. I can't wait to spend my entire salary donating to Angie. I appreciate the sentiment, but please take care of yourself before you donate to me. Always take care of yourself. Just 7 Angies and 9 Olivers and more random stuff. I have quite a bit of Angie sprites on here. Hello, welcome in. She covered the creation of the universe. Hey now. How old are we saying I am? Oh, anyways. Looking at chat after mentioning Fire Emblem, it seems like a number of you have played Fire Emblem before, haven't you? Who's your favorite character? Favorite game, favorite character? Tell me now. This is a threat. Tell me now. You're being threatened. Depending on your answer, stuff will happen. Who's your favorite character? I've taken a note of everyone that said that they played Fire Emblem. Answer. How's it going? Fine, fine. Don't worry about me threatening chat. We keep going further back. Yeah, it seems that way. How old are you? Yes. Age is just a concept, truly. Let's see. Awakening and Lucina. That's a good answer. It's basic. It may be basic, but I think it's a good answer. Let's see. Sacred Stones, My Beloved. Also nice. I've only ever played Fire Emblem Three Houses. I'm a sucker for Lysithea, Inferdi, and Bernie. I like that answer, too. I also like that answer. Wolf Payday 2? Uh-huh. Yeah? Uh-huh. Alright, moving on. I've played Fire Emblem, but I'm one of those who played the old games. I've also played the old games. Which old games? Good stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because I wanted to be a true Fire Emblem fan, and I regret this decision greatly, but because I wanted to be a true Fire Emblem fan, I decided to go back and play the original Shadow Dragon game. You know, it's very rare that I'll say that I felt my soul leave my body after playing a game, but the original Shadow Dragon did that. Fire Emblem has definitely improved over the years. It's definitely improved over the years. Hello, I'm, how do you say that name? Alina? I hope I'm saying that right. You can correct me if I'm saying it wrong. Anjin confirmed not to be a true Fire Emblem fan. I am a Fire Emblem fan. I just, you know, Shadow Dragon was really something. It took a lot out of me to finish Shadow Dragon. I have heard interesting things about Shadow Dragon. It was a thing. Path of Radiance was the one I'm thinking of. Path of Radiance isn't that old. Don't get me wrong, it's not new by any means. But, like, you know, it was the one before, the Radiant series, Path of Radiance, Radiant Dawn, were both before, right before Awakening. Though, granted, the series kind of went, it stalled for a bit before Awakening came out. But no, Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn are very, very, very good. That actually leads me to a segue. Back years before, it was about a year before I decided to become a YouTuber, Space and I spent about a year's worth playing Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn. We played that game in a very disgusting manner, I will admit. We definitely played it in a way that the devs did not intend us to play. But it was good. It was really fun. God, those times I remember so fondly now. Let's see. None of them good? What's none of them good? I'm no longer the old fish. No, instead you're the cutest puppy ever. I don't have my excited emoji on here, so I can only look angry. I'm not angry. I'm supposed to look excited. Darn, why can't I change my facial expressions? I can never express how I really want to be. I blame the witch. Anyways. Yes, you said that right. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Thanks for stopping by. Shadow the Hedgehog is a what? Say it! I liked playing the Shadow the Hedgehog game. I'll admit it. I own my GameCube copy, and I loved playing that game. Ow, the edge was accurate, but it was fun. Okay, I enjoyed it. Funny enough, I went to a recycled game store the other day and I saw a copy of Shadow the Hedgehog for like $60. And I'm like, geez, how much are these going for now? I bought mine for like $10 off the playground. And mine is still a new edition that has the little like pamphlet in it and everything. Like, it's still really good. Let's see. Segue, Angie is a mall cop. I could be. You don't know. You don't know my human form. Nice evening, bye. Hey, yeah, you have a nice evening too. Thanks for stopping by. If it's in the game, it must be intended. Yeah. You sacrificed nearly every unit by the end game? That's not what we did. That wasn't what we did. We did something awful. I wish Space was here to tell you what we did. I'll get to that, I suppose. In what way did you play it? Okay, let me get through chat for a second. I'll let you know how I played it. Why did you start early? I was waiting for 6. What do you mean waiting for 6? It's supposed to say 3 on here. Did it say 6? It was supposed to say 3. I was supposed to start the stream at 3. Well, 3 CST. It's 3 o'clock CST, I should say. Alright. So, I suppose I will say the way that we played Fire Emblem for Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn, that was the disgusting way that we played. And I've heard a lot of other people say that they've also kind of played like this, so, you know, it's really not that unique, I suppose, but it felt special in the moment. The way we played is that at first, like the first, let's say 4 chapters, I'm gonna say, everything was played normally. But when we got to about like chapter 5 or so, I don't really remember which chapter this was, or like which boss it was, Space realized something. And what she realized was that the enemy was on a heal tile and wouldn't move. And when we realized that the enemy wouldn't move and had a limit to how many times he could use his weapon, we came up with an evil idea. And so, that evil idea was to level every single character we had the highest they could possibly go, while keeping the enemy units alive and useless so he couldn't actually attack us by any means. We made him break his weapon, and then proceeded to wail on him and let him heal over and over. And we did this to every single boss in the game. Every single one. Until we had every single character max leveled in their second class. Completely maxed. Every single one of them. It took a long time. It took a very, very, very long time. And I think the funniest part, we were actually playing this on the Wii. We had the GameCube version and the Wii, so we couldn't mod anything. So we spent a long time doing this, and we would carry the Wii out to different houses sometimes. Like, sometimes we'd go to Space's house and carry the Wii in there and play it. Sometimes we'd go to my house, carry the Wii in, play it. And there was one time when we were playing, it was the Petrine battle, where we were on that bridge with all the pitfalls. During this battle, we got all the way through. We unlocked, the new characters that come in that chapter. We were playing the long game. We had everyone lined up nicely. We got across the bridge. It was the first try. Everything was going very nicely. Got all the way across, lined everyone up to absolutely wail on Petrine for as long as we could. And, Space has a cat. That cat is not an orange one. It's a very, very cute tuxedo cat. We'll name that cat, which is actually its name, Spock. Spock is very adorable. We love Spock. But Spock that day did something that I will not forget. And what Spock decided to do was dart in front of the Wii. Specifically, dart in front of the Wii and hit the controller where it was plugged in because we were playing on the Game Boy version, or not Game Boy, GameCube version, and hit the controller, which knocked the Wii over, which knocked it unplugged it. It unplugged it. The cat unplugged the Wii by knocking it over. In the middle of that fight, after we had already started all of this, finished the entire battle, was just like there with Petrine, ready to wail on her for a bunch of turns in a row. All lined up. We'd actually started. We were halfway through. In all of those hours, all of those hours of work in just seconds was gone. We dubbed the incident the Great Disaster. The Great Spock Disaster. Sometimes the Great Bridge Disaster, depending on how we're feeling. But we'll never forget what happened. We decided to spend that day watching Amazon TV shows instead. We were so grateful that we came over to watch cartoons instead of play Fire Emblem that day. It was a nice break away from Fire Emblem, you know. We definitely didn't spend all of that time doing everything over and over again. Wailing up a train. Not the hours lost or anything. And then, you know, the next time we met, we decided to go back to it. We decided to go back to it and try again. And we couldn't beat it for some reason. We waited an entire week, came back to it, decided to do it again, and we couldn't get back to the section. We kept falling in the pitfalls. We kept messing up. Oh god, I can't remember his name. I have to remember his name for this bit. What the heck is that swordman's name? Hold on. I have to figure this out real fast. Enjoy the typing. I don't know. It's the guy that's like the furry. He really likes... He really likes the Lagoos. God, what was his name? I will find this. I like lost what to type for a second. Fun thing about chat right now is that I can see people typing in, but I can't actually see like what you're saying. Hold on, let me expand chat so I can see it. That was karma for such mind-numbing grinding. It was, I'll admit, it was. We did something disgusting and we were being punished for it. But, hey Har, welcome in, welcome in. Now we know who originated Angie's masochism. Space actually didn't know what she was awakening within me. Admittedly, she had no idea. But, yep. Yeah, that was... I enjoyed that gameplay a lot. Alright, let me find this character's name. Because this character specifically ruined the run like 10 times. No, not you. Why can't I find this character? Oh, found him. Zyhark. Zyhark. I think that's how you say the name, Zyhark. God, that guy ruined the run like 5 different times. Oh my god. So when we were playing, and trying to get back, Zyhark, like, we had this all planned out of how we were going to do this. And so we set everything up carefully. Zyhark was supposed to get hit back, and then that's it. And then everything would be fine. However, what he did instead is that he'd crit the guy, and then the next guy would come in and attack him. And then he'd crit that guy, and the next guy would come in and attack him. And it was a repeated pattern until he died. Crit himself to death over and over again. And we were kind of stuck in a corner at this point, so we couldn't really do anything but just repeat that section over and over again, hoping he wouldn't crit himself to death. It was a fun time. It was a very fun time. Ask Angie about Prince Captain Bonbon. Oh dear God. Oh dear God. Are we really gonna talk about that story here? Okay, alright. I've let chat go on without reading it for quite a while. Let me read from you guys. The cat saved them from the evil torture method. Oh, it didn't save them for long. Don't worry about that. We went right back to it, and then we played Radiant Dawn, which we were even worse. Now that I think about it, oh, we were even worse, but we did something awful to ourselves in Radiant Dawn. We sabotaged ourselves without realizing it in Radiant Dawn. More on that in a bit. Let's see. It's sad to see Angie getting so old that she started to have vision problems. What do you mean vision problems? My vision's fine. Let's see. I haven't finished 3 houses because I forced myself to use every single battle to level the skills of all students for 90 plus turns every time. Oh man, back when I was playing with Waya, that's what he did. I was actually playing a stream and I came back down to be like, well, how's it going? Waya really fell in love with Mercedes. Really fell in love with Mercedes. And I came down. And, you know, it had been like 3 hours or so. It had only been that long. And he just looked at me and he said, I've done something disgusting. And I was like, what, did you kill someone? And he was like, no. Look at Mercedes. So I looked. He was on chapter 4. And he maxed her. She was in her advanced class. He wasn't supposed to. He had just been practicing the same map over and over again until he got her maxed. Well, I mean, as maxed as you can, yeah, you get what I mean. The advanced class. Like, how do you even manage that? Oh, so her magic was maxed, so I guess, yeah, she was maxed in a way. Oh, man. Are you calling me senpai? What is this? Did you say Angie senpai? I just noticed that, Har. But is Angie actually old, though? She remembers the Tuxedo Cat incident so vividly that her memory can't be that bad. I remember moments so vividly. So vividly. Let's see. I have never done the Sans Undertale fight. You have me there. Is it really worse than the Celebi incident? Nothing will be worse than the Celebi incident. Though the Fire Emblem Bridge incident definitely makes me think. That one makes me think, I will admit. Oh, God. Yes, Waya was in love with a car. That's what we're talking about. Cars. I sure love my car. Fire Emblem. Anyways. I mean, on normal, you can do battles without taking up time. Yeah, we were on normal mode. I asked him if he wanted to do hard, because I usually do, and he was like, no. I'm not like you, Angie. He straight up, he wanted me to play the Mafia games while he was here, and so I put it in hard mode, naturally. And he proceeded to say, no. He told me no. He said we're not allowed to do hard mode. And I was like, what? Why? It'll feel so rewarding when we get through it. And he was like, no. And he put it back on normal. He wouldn't let me play hard mode. The Rattata incident. Listen, the Rattata incident. We don't talk about that. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't question it. There was no Rattata incident. Got it? I've never beaten Sans. He won. He made me quit and reset. Yeah, truly, he did win. Mercedes really is a good car. I don't blame Wyatt. Yeah, I can't blame him either. Never say never, Angie. Things can always get worse. That is true. I did my 90 plus turn battles on hard. That's why I had to do it at 90 plus for skill grinding. Yeah, I figured that's what you were talking about. I've been trying out hard mode for the Lions run, and surprise, it's hard. Yeah, Fire Emblem games can get really hard. They can be really challenging if you actually, like, you know, don't grind them. You know, stuff like that. Especially if you have it in classic mode as well. Losing your units is, devastating. Anyways. I failed to kill Sans, uninstalled the game. Months passed by and I felt bad, reinstalled the game, reset and go pacifist, then uninstalling the game again. Oh, wow. I miss when Summons was hard for me. I really need to play Undertale on this channel, huh? I should. It's been a long time. I played Pacifist when I played it all those years ago, but I've always wanted to do the Genocide run. Seems fun. Let's see. What's your favorite crit quote that comes to mind? Pick a god and pray. Frederick Fire Emblem. It's such a raw line. The pick a god and pray line is always one of my favorites. You know, I made you guys tell me who your favorite Fire Emblem character was. But I never said mine, huh? So I suppose I'll go ahead and say mine. My favorite Fire Emblem character is, I can't smile when I'm in that expression, so I guess I'll just do my regular one. My favorite Fire Emblem character is Henry from Awakening. Always has been my favorite character, always will be. I adore Henry so much. I adore that man's creepy smile. Of course it's Henry. It's always been Henry. I love him. I love him so dearly. Let's see. What have I missed? You can't erase history, Angie? Am I trying to erase history? I don't remember. Well, if there's no one around to remember it, then I guess it doesn't exist anymore. Go figure. Anyways. There are a lot of fun games you could play in this channel. Yeah, there's so many games. It's so good to be a fan of games because there's so many to play. Lore? What about lore? You guys want lore? What lore can I say without saying lore? I mean, as I said, if we're going to get to more lore, we need to get to, like, the 500 subscriber special. That's when the next lore video will drop. However... Let's see, what can I share? What can I share? What did you guys choose? You chose the eye and the bracelet, correct? Those were the two things that were chosen in the last video. Just give Lauren something unrelated to you. Easy solution. Yeah, that is fun. That is fun. Angie, first body part she touched was her feet. Don't care what you say, this is canon for me now? Is it because you think I didn't have feet? Well, you're right, I was a fish, so I didn't have feet. I didn't have feet. I'm a fish. I'm a fish. I didn't have a human body at all. I'm a fish. Everything was new to me. Fish was astonished by the existence of legs. I was astonished by the existence of a lot of things. You guys have necks too. Did you notice that? It's like this small little part to hold your head together. I'm surprised. I thought your head would be like in the center of your body or something. Like, you know, make sure that you can support all the weight and everything. But like, no, it's just on top, held together by this weak little structure. That's your neck. Fascinating. It's all so fascinating. Imagining an anglerfish with feet is pretty amusing though. It was a fascinating sensation. Gaining a human body at all. There's a lot of things that I wasn't expecting. Like, a lot of things. Some things were very uncomfortable when I first got into this human body. Ugh, don't even get me started about a few things. Anyways, but we had to make it work, so to get all of me in here. I mean... How much of this can I say? How much of this can I say? I might not be able to say some of this. Hold on. We might be getting into a danger zone. I don't know. I'm under contract. I can't say too much. The witch will snipe me. The witch will snipe me if I try to say too much. Special magic, NDA or something. Let's see. Wait, my head is not meant to be in the middle of my body? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think your head is supposed to be in the middle of your body. Not for you, at least. I can't not imagine a neighbor that does not know about your channel listening to you saying, I had no legs, I was a fish, or you guys have necks, did you know that? Yeah, just someone coming in right at this moment going like, what the? The heck is that supposed to mean? Your head is supposed to be under your arms, both at the same time. Yeah, your head is in multiple spots. I mean, my main two theories are as follows. Go ahead, give it to me. I'm curious. Also, water break for everyone. Drink some water, or tea, or whatever you have in front of you. Hydrate yourself. You swam into the body and have been slowly taking over and fishifying it. Interesting, interesting. Someday in the future, someone will call a psychologist on you. No, these are perfectly normal thoughts to have. Listen, you try being a fish that, like, was put inside of a human body and now has to feel things around as a human. Things get fairly, difficult to understand. Pretty fast. On top of that, think of an anglerfish. Think of what an anglerfish usually has to go through. When they suddenly become human, a lot of things sure do change. There's a lot of things I was not ready to face. Let's see, someday in the future, nope, I read that one. I have no water. I'm in the Sahara Desert right now. Why are you in the desert? Yeah, drink cactus water. Drill a little hole in it. Drink some water. You try being a fish. That's where the insane allegations are starting. It was difficult. It was difficult being a fish. Somehow it's even more difficult being a human. I see all species have their problems, don't they? Yeah, it happens rarely, but almost all of the time. Eh? No, not taxes. Oh god, yeah, taxes are a bitch. B, there's a big pale blue cord leading from your back to off screen, dangling you in front of a giant set of Basing Jaws. I see. Also an interesting theory. I'm the angler, huh? Well, I suppose the only way I'll answer that is that both of your theories aren't exactly too far off. I suppose. I'll give you both. In a way. Not entirely, not 100% passing. But I will say, those are some good theories. You did say you were an anglerfish, never said how much of one. That is true. What percentage of anglerfish would I be now? Maybe the witch can answer that. I can't really. It's complicated. Very complicated. But that's for another day, isn't it? Too much lore, too much to give away. We'll stop there. For now. I do have a little surprise coming. But not in this stream. This stream is just talking. I have fun talking about my lore, so I do tend to let things slip every now and again. So I need to be careful or else I'm gonna be mega sniped by a witch. I can feel her hanging over my shoulders. The witch doesn't count as part of my lore, though. She's not a part of my lore, so I don't count her. So I can talk about her all I want. And she's annoying. Angie's next evolution? I can't evolve any further. Only devolve. At least that was the lore you chose. You did, let's see. What's happening? Then stop doing everything you are doing to go watch it. What is this happening? What are you watching? What is happening? What did I miss? Fish don't need to pay taxes, they don't. But humans do. And fish inside a human body definitely does. The IRS comes for you. Immediately. You can be a fish and as soon as you get opposable thumbs, suddenly you get a note from the IRS saying that you're past due on something. There's no peace. There's no peace. Oh, where was I? Where was I? What happened here? Tarnished, are we still married? What's happening in chat? What happened with you guys? Congratulations, I suppose. I already said that Avatar The Last Airbender isn't for me. I don't have the minimum interest in it. Oh, we're talking about Avatar? We're talking about Avatar? Huh. I like Avatar. I really liked it. So I don't see that. I liked it. Hold on. I got kind of lost in chat for a second. I got kind of lost for a second in some things. Wait a second. Something's happening in the background here, which is why I just kind of went like, what's happening? A bunch of kids outside started screaming and it kind of like made me go like, what, huh? So that's what the radio silence was for a second. Now they're laughing, so I guess everything is okay, but they were screaming bloody murder for a second. That shocked me. I suppose you guys can't hear it, but that really surprised me. Avatar's a good show, shame it never made a movie or something. Yes, there's no movie that exists for Avatar. There is no movie. There is no movie for Avatar. Agreed. No fan acknowledges the movie. William Afton is out there. Are we talking about Freddy's now? What are we talking about Five Nights at Freddy's? I also love Matthew Lillard. He's a great actor. Before anyone put a gun to my face, I'm not saying Avatar is bad, I'm saying it's not for me. That's fair. No, that's fair. I actually put something out on Twitter the other day kind of asking, because there are a lot of shows that people love. Like, people absolutely love, that I just don't like. And some of them are really popular. Like, certain animes and stuff are really, really popular. And I just, for the life of me, can't get into them and can't like them. And then I feel scared. And I think all of you are gonna think the wrong ones. Like, you guys are, when I say this, are probably thinking of an anime in your head right now, right? You guys are probably thinking of an anime already. Like, think of an anime, or anything, I suppose. Anything that you can think of that is popular, that you just can't get into. And, like, this is a good segue, because I did plan on talking about this at some point. I'm going to get judged hardcore, I think, for what I'm going to say, because I've never seen someone else that dislikes this anime. And I'm a little scared. To be honest, I don't know how safe a space this is. Ubineko, you take that back. Nope, we're being calm today. We're being calm. I'm going to be good and not scream at anyone for not liking Ubineko. That is a fair opinion to have. It may not be for you. You may not understand Peak, and that is fine. That is fine. Anyways. Attack on Titan never particularly found it appealing. I actually understand that too. I kind of liked the first season of it. I remember thinking it was really cool when the first season came out, and then just, I could never get into it after that. I tried reading the manga to see if it was any better, and like, it just never got there for me. I always planned on finishing it still, but it just never happened. I don't know that one, Tarnished. Oh no, wait, that was your nickname? I see. I I like eating crayons. Okay, interesting confessional. Gotta love how Josh always knows what to say to make Angie lose her calm. And it was pretty fast, huh? It was a pretty fast switch. Suddenly I was just like, anyways. We love Josh here. There, you can put the gun down. Josh is always ready to fire it. Yeah, Josh never puts it down. It's pointed at me, too. He's just waiting for the opportunity to snipe me. Special bait is needed for a fish like Angie Bookworm. It's you know, I snap at pretty much anything, actually. You'll put the bait down and I'm just like, ooh, what's that? More like this. More like this. I meant to press this one, not this one. I'm not angry that something's in my face. I'm just like, ooh, what's this? Low-hanging fruit? Let me inspect it. Recently, Madoka Magica had a collab with Battle Cats and I got jump scared by the weird-looking cat. Oh, wait, did it? I don't know if I still have Battle Cats installed. I might have uninstalled it after the Vocaloid collab. One show that can't get with me would be Tokyo Ghoul. Still waiting for a remake. I agree. I loved the first season, then I read the manga, and then I realized how bad of an adaptation the anime was. And then really liked the manga up until they did Tokyo Ghoul Re, and I couldn't get into it. After that. All of you guys are coming up with some pretty good takes, actually. Oh, right, some sort of Madoka 3D game had a trailer come out recently. Yes! Exandria, yes! It is because they shut down the old Madoka gacha game to introduce this new one. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm really excited for it. Angie on the aim of Josh and the witch, or gas. Josh is the witch. Josh isn't the witch. Josh is not the witch. I'm gonna dispel those rumors now. Josh is not the witch. He's a mod, which is arguably worse. Angie never met a gift horse. She didn't immediately try to climb into the mouth. I like that analogy. That's funny. You don't know that, Angie. Oh, okay, my mistake. Maybe Josh is a witch. I'm not the witch either. MZ said no to that. Recently watched Cyberpunk Edge Runners. I like that one. That was really good. I've never played Cyberpunk, but I really enjoyed that anime. Okay, I suppose I'll be brave. I'll be brave. I'll say the anime. I'll say the anime that I just didn't like, that I couldn't get into. And before anyone comes at me and says that, like, I just need to give it another chance, I've watched this anime 3 separate times thinking maybe I just need to give it another chance, and I didn't like it all 3 times. So I just don't think it was for me. But that anime is Cowboy Bebop. I've never cared for it. I don't really like the anime. I've tried multiple times. Theoretically, it seems like something I'd like, so I'm surprised I don't like it, and I keep trying to get myself to like it. And I just don't every single time. Let's see. You know, I was gonna give you a chance, but never mind. Yep, Yep, I expected that one to come. I never watched it, but knowing how much people love it, that is a take. I know. That's why I was scared to say it. People love that anime. And I'm just over here like, Incredibly important question. Do you understand that it's incredible and amazing on a technical level animation-wise? Yes. Story-wise, it is also really good. It is, I can't tell you what it is or the reason I don't like it. There's just, I don't know. I can tell that the writing is good. I can tell the animation is good. I can tell all the details they put into it to make it good. But for whatever reason, I just can't get into it. Samurai Champloo is actually one of my favorite animes. And I know it's by the same person. I love that show. So, So I don't know what it is of why I can't get into Cowboy Bebop. I've watched it into the end. I've watched all of it 3 separate times going like it, Angie, like this anime. You should like this anime. And for whatever reason, I just can't get myself to like it. And I, for the life of me, can't tell you why it is. I know I have the wrong opinion on this. I'm aware of it. But, yeah. I couldn't tell you why. Theoretically, it is a show that I should love and adore. What is Cowboy Bebop even about? Like, can anyone summarize it? It's, maybe someone that likes the show should summarize it for you. Actually, I don't know if I'm the correct person to summarize it. But, like, the lame answer, think, like, space bounty hunters. Ragtag team coming together kind of thing. I don't know. It's also been a while, I'll admit, since I've watched it. I watched it, years back the last time, so it has been a little bit. Watching Cowboy Bebop before Samurai Champloo put me in the perfect state of uncertainty to watch the finale. Yeah, I watched Cowboy Bebop first. I didn't actually know that it was by the same person when I watched Samurai Champloo, and Samurai Champloo is still one of my favorite anime to this day. I still listen to the music in that one all the time. Hot take since you gave one. I never enjoyed Evangelion. I also don't know why. I'm not sure if that's so much of a hot take anymore. Most people I talk to about Evangelion kind of feel the same way. I liked Evangelion. I'm not gonna lie. I did like it. But I see a lot of people now that are saying that they don't really understand why it got so popular or they never really cared for it. And I think that's valid. Like, I think if you have a take that you don't like Cowboy Bebop, that it's, you know, you just consider every take valid after a certain point. Bounty hunters trying to make a living in space age hijinks and intrigue and shit. Yeah. That's a good way. That's a good way to describe it. You should definitely give it a try. I'm definitely not saying that you shouldn't. I think it is a good anime and worth watching. It just wasn't an anime for me. Have you ever watched Voltron? I have not. I have not. Space really liked Voltron. I think she liked the first season, at least. Waya loves Voltron. I do know that Waya loves Voltron. Is the animation good? What year is it from? The animation is very good. It is an older anime. I'm back. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back. I have heard nothing but praise about Evangelion and all the time on the internet. Oh, really? Huh. I watch a lot of anime review channels that say the opposite, and so I started thinking it was kind of in the unpopular opinion to now think Evangelion was good. Let's see. I hate to admit, but I am one to be thrown off anime just because of the animation. I think that's normal. I think that's pretty normal, actually. There's a lot of people I know that, like, won't watch certain animes or cartoons and stuff because of animation. I am that way. Straight up. I am that way. I can take a lot of the anime styles and stuff. Like, older anime styles don't bother me. However, I don't like a lot of, like, I don't know how to say this in a way that won't sound like anime better, which I don't actually feel, but I don't really like certain art styles that I typically see from, like, Western shows, I suppose. Stuff like The Simpsons or Family Guy and stuff. The art style to me is just unappealing, and I never really could get into stuff like that. And that's why I tend to gravitate towards anime, because I think the art style is pretty. Not to say I don't like Western animation, there's some really good ones, like Castlevania and stuff. I really enjoy the art style of. And like old cartoons, Looney Tunes, Betty Boop, and stuff like that, I do like the art style of. Let's see. I missed a lot of you guys. Let's see if I can go back and see. Home from math test, and I failed. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you do better next time. The amount of anime brain rot I have compared to how little I watch it is kind of weird. It happens. It happens. Anime culture is kind of leaked into just regular culture now, and so, like, all over. And so a lot of people are quoting anime brain rot stuff without actually watching it. Hello, hello, welcome in, welcome in. Go back into the ground corn. I don't know if corn can degrow itself. That'd be an interesting evolution take. Ever watch Invincible? I have watched Invincible. Not the second season, though. I only watched the first one. Not because I don't want to, it's because I forgot it came out. There is a lot of ugly Western animation. Yes, sadly, I agree. And it sucks because sometimes I think the stories or humor can be really good in Western animation. Like, I've seen some jokes from, like, TV shows that land really hard and are really good, but I just can't get into it because of the animation style. And it sucks because I always want to give writers a chance, no matter their art, because let's face it, my own art is not great. It's not very good. But, like, you know, you guys still gave me a chance, and I want to give other people a chance. And I know stuff can be good. But yeah, it gets hard with some animation styles for me. I can't blame people for that. Quite a few people have said some stuff. I liked Castlevania's animation, but I found the pacing insufferable. I actually agree with you. I loved Castlevania. I thought the animation was great, and I did think the overall story was good. But the last season especially, I just did not like the pacing for. I wish we would have gotten like 2 seasons out of that last season. There's a third now, Angie. I know it! I know it. Wyo was telling me that a third season's come out now. If he's invincible, why can't I see him? No, not invisible! Oh my god. Last episode for the 3rd season this week. Man, it's been going by fast. I have all the Invincible comics. Nice! My wife died, I guess she wasn't. Card! Title card, yeah. Invincible's great. There's a difference between art skill and art style. It's true, it's true. Have you watched Arcane? Of course I've watched Arcane. You asked me if I've watched Arcane? I can't be friends with Space and not watch Arcane. She was breathing down my neck the moment the first episode hit. There's just like, there was no way. There was no way. I was gonna watch it. And if Space hadn't have done it, then my friend Ryan would have done it too. They both were like breathing down my neck for me to watch Arcane. I haven't watched season 2, admittedly. Season 2 is good, but I have the same problems where, like, I wish that we kind of got 3 seasons. I actually think they could have stretched out to 4 seasons, and it would have been good for pacing. But I think Arcane season 2 suffers from a lot of, like, pacing problems. But it's good. It's still good. I'd still rate it pretty high. Bring back the what animations? Okay. I've been reading a lot of manga recently. Nice! Which mangas? One that comes to mind is Sakamoto Days. I've heard really good things about that one. Like, really good things about that one. I started getting into manga again fairly recently. I just finished out Liar Game, which is a really good one. I particularly like stories that are, like, deadly games, I guess. Not really battle royale kind of games. They don't have to fall into that. The games don't even have to include death, but just like there's dire circumstances if they can't win the games. And like, I don't know why, but those kind of stories just really, they're really peak for me. They just instantly capture my interest. I can't tell you what it is about them, but like, I just immediately get interested in them. And so I picked up Liar's Game. And yeah, it was really good. I really like that one. I highly recommend it to you that like more like deadly games kind of circumstances. That it's kind of like Death Note. Specifically Liar's Game. Kind of like all of the planning that went into Death Note and stuff, but mixed with like a not really battle royale. What's the one where they're on the... There's one I hear mentioned a lot. Let me look that up real fast. I have not seen this anime, but there's one that gets mentioned a lot when I bring up Liar's Game. I don't know how to say it. Anyway, regardless, this genre I particularly like for whatever reason. It's just a fun one. What? There was a movie made off of this? What do you mean Liar's Game has a movie? Huh? Alright, in my search to try and find the similar thing, I found out that Liar's Game has a movie. It has a movie made off of it. Kaiji. Everyone says that the anime Kaiji is very similar to Liar's Game. So that's the one I was thinking of. And I haven't watched that one, but I've heard good things about it too. Let's see. I got kind of behind in chat again. I've also picked up one called Centuria. Pretty neat story. The art style will occasionally just massively jump to looking like a damn Berserk panel. Nice! That sounds good. It's a dude trying to desperately gamble his way out of crippling debt in... Wait. Did you say something beforehand? Let's see. Have you ever read Kaiji? No, that was exactly the one I was trying to think of, though. Kaiji was the exact one I was trying to think of. It's funny, I should have just looked over at your comment. But yeah, it's like, Liar's Game was kind of like the Squid Game, Kaiji mix between, but there was never actually any death game. They never went through the death game thing, it was just high stakes. Angie lore is neat, but lore chat sets up is interesting. What's the chat lore this time? Did I miss something? Yeah, Centuria sounds good. You mean Liar's Table? No, it's a manga called Liar's Game. Angie, Discord when? I'll get back to you on that. There's so many things I have to set up for the Discord, and I've been working on so many other stuff in the background. Trying to decide which thing gets my priority has been really hard. I do want to set up a Discord, it's one of the goals I have. I just don't know when it will be finished. Though the structure of it has already been started, so theoretically it shouldn't take too long. The truth is that we, the chat, are just Angie's schizophrenic thoughts. Huh, Angie brain rot, huh? I can deal with that, I suppose. My brain's already rotten, so I'll just rot all of yours in return. That's the lore now. That will be the lore. You're searching a what, girl? What? Wait a second, when did that come into this? I feel like some of the chat is getting blocked to me because I don't see anything. I don't see the beginning of some of these chats. It looks like some of the auto mod might be happening. Your lore is that you're a mermaid. That's close enough. Close enough, I suppose. I suppose no matter how many times I say I'm not really a mermaid, it's not really going to change anything. So, yeah, imagine whatever you want. Live your dreams, kids. Never give up. In the shrines, what is happening? We are all fish? I agree, we are all fish. In this chat, you are all fish. I hereby dub thee fish. Yeah, that's it. Once I come up with a name for you guys, I want to come up with a cute little avatar for you guys too. You can't be Filbert because I eat those. So you gotta be something else. I just haven't decided what yet. And in the beginning, I planned on all of you to be Filbert, but now it seems like that would be a little troublesome. Because Filbert's food, you guys aren't. I can't make you food, because then no one will watch the streams. And that's troublesome for me. I'll set it up for you if you need a Discord mod. I have some people that are helping me with it already, so there's no need to worry about that. Like, it is being worked on. It is being worked on. What? More chatters getting married? What is happening? Congratulations again. Am I officiating the wedding? What's going on? That was always the lore, Angie. I brain rot you. That's the lore. That's the lore. That's just it. I cause brain rot. That's it. Thank you guys for coming. Anyways. Vaguely related to the current topic, everyone in this chat needs to watch Madoka Magica. I agree. I love Madoka Magica. It's one of my favorite animes. It largely inspires a lot of stories that I tell. Just like some of the odd horror that came out of Madoka Magica. That's a little bit of a spoiler, isn't it? This is, I'll stop talking. No one else talk about Madoka Magica. No one else talk about it. Don't spoil it. Madoka Magica is absolutely worth watching for anyone interested. Hello, how are you today? By the way, how's Oliver? He's doing good, thank you for asking. I hope you're doing good too. Oliver actually graduated from being in a cone. He had a little bit of an eye infection, but he's doing a lot better now. The kitty is good. He's being a harbinger of chaos. I woke up this morning to him pawing at my face. He had been sleeping on my chest. I don't remember when that happened, but he was. And he woke up and decided I now needed to be awake so he could be fed. And so he just kept scratching at my face until I woke up. So I have nice red marks all over my cheeks, but that's fine. That's just being a cat owner. Hold on. I got really far behind on reading chat. I want to be a sacrifice, turn me into food? No, again, you see, that's bad for me. Because I need you guys to be around so you can love me. I can't get out of the ocean unless I have more love, because I'm cursed by a witch to stay here. So you guys need to be alive and watch my streams. That's the lore, that's it, okay? Stay healthy, stay happy, watch my streams, love me, that's it. Oh. Wait, there's lore? That sounds like a, but wait, there's lore kind of thing. Well, that sounds like some cheesy infomercial. Free of the cone of shame, now nothing can stop him. It's true, nothing can stop him, except for the shut doors. He hasn't figured out how to open those yet. He has figured out how to open up the pantry doors now, despite me putting a child lock on them. He waited 2 years to be able to open them, and now he can. He found the ability to do it. And so I came downstairs one day to find him standing in front of the pantry doors, wide open. He hadn't touched a thing. He just stood in front of them, staring at me, going, "Ha, you see? You see what I've done, you wretched hag? I've opened the doors you tried. You tried to shut me out of." Didn't touch a damn thing. Not the treats that he always tried to get into. Not any of the food. He just opened the door and waited for me to get up and go downstairs. Clever bastard. Let's see. Hold on, what are we asking? Um, hold on, I got a little distracted by some of chat there. Once Oliver develops his opposable thumbs, it's over for you, Angie. I don't want to think about Oliver developing opposable thumbs. That's a horrifying thought. Dear God, it really would be over for me. I want to say that Oliver, in order to show his love for me, loves to squeeze under my neck. So he'll put his head so it's right at my neck and like push my neck up, like push my head up so he can like lay his mouth right on my neck. And it's always like really cute because he's sleeping and purring as he's doing it, but a little threatening because I can only take this as a threat of my life. Just thought that was an interesting fact, you know. If I move, it's all over. I taught him after distracting you with barbecue. I should have known. Take me out for Korean barbecue one night and talk nothing about warrior cats. And yet all along it was just so you could teach Oliver how to open the pantry doors. I just try to keep him away from the junk food. You know, he doesn't need to be eating that many treats all at once. Angie told us about the bridge incident. Oh God, the bridge incident. Oh dear God, the bridge incident. Space, you remember the bridge incident. The great disaster of Fire Emblem. You remember that, right? The day we must not forget. Every now and then I think of it. I think of the great incidents. I haven't even gotten to the Radiant Dawn bullshit we did. But yeah, I did talk about the Path of Radiance bullshit we did, and the Great Petrine incident that punished us. We got to spend so much time with my beautiful wife. Yes, we got to spend more time with your beautiful wife, Space. Your beautiful, problematic wife. I should say. But yes, we got to spend a lot of personal time with her, wailing on her, and beating her up. And resetting the whole thing over and over again because Spock decided to unplug the Wii. Oliver deserves treats? I agree. You know, pretty soon, I couldn't do it this stream because I actually messed something up majorly and so it's not gonna work. But I wanted to have Redeem Awards ready because one of the Redeem Rewards that I was planning on doing for you guys was Give Oliver a Treat Redeem Award. I wanted chat to be able to give Oliver a treat. Or, you know, force me to give Oliver a treat. I thought it would be a fun one. However, I messed things up and so the Redeem Awards aren't going to be for a little bit. I have to install something completely new. Oliver will become so overweight if you allow that. I'm gonna put a limit on it. That's the great thing about Redeem Awards. You can put limits. And so, we're not going to make my cat overweight. Problematic, God forbid, women commit war crimes. Or be racist, apparently. Let's see. Thought that was your type, Angie? Oh, it is. Have you never heard of a hypocrite before? Hello, pot, meat, kettle. Yep, no, I know what I am. I'm gonna be very open about it. She judges my waifus too, so I'm gonna judge hers right back. I don't hide who I am. I like to think that I'm very honest on this channel. Anyways. Fair. I'm guessing you're an Edelgard, your team Edelgard Space. She is! She is! I've always been Team Dimitri, but only for the kill every last one of them. I hate Edelgard's route because we get a healthy Dimitri or something like that. It was just gross. What is this game trying to do? Don't make him healthy. That's the last thing I want to see. Jesus. Anyways. Do you have Roblox? Not yet. We'll work on it. We'll work on it. Look, I'm a little overwhelmed with editing right now. Let me get through the piles that I have, okay? I'll start new things, I promise. I have a feeling Space was an eagle. I think so too. I think so too. They ruined the feral rat man. They did! They did! Listen, I liked kill every last one of them, Dimitri, and we didn't get that in Edelgard's route. It was devastating to me. It was devastating to me personally that we didn't get feral Dimitri in Edelgard's route. And that's exactly what I expected of the Banshee. Yep. That's what you can expect here. I like my characters problematic and in pain. Actually, the pain part's optional. I want to be in pain. What was that? Moving on. I hate Edelgard's route because it's tragically incomplete. It does kind of feel that way sometimes. There was a lot of potential in Edelgard's route that I really wanted to see. By the way, to point out, I also am an Edelgard fan. I love all three of the lords. Me calling Claude mid last time was an accident because I actually meant Claude from Black Butler, not Claude from Fire Emblem, so don't quote that one. I actually like all three lords from Three Houses. I think all of them are really great. It's really hard saying that I'm both a Dimitri and Edelgard fan. A lot of people seem to be under the impression that you can only be one or the other. I think Edelgard and Dimitri are both hot and we should let them speak. And that's what I'm gonna say. Anyways, also the story is compelling. I like the story of both of them. I think that there was a lot of lost potential in both routes that they could have really explored more of. But unfortunately, we didn't really get that. I'm fine with the stories that we got, but I just wish there was more. I just wish there was more on a lot of them. And I'm going to include Dimitri's route in here too. I think Dimitri's route actually was the most fleshed out of the three. But I also, you know, it did leave a lot out at the same time. So, anyways, that's it. I'm off of Three Houses now. I can talk all day about Three Houses. I love the game. I really do. Let's see. I do agree he should have been at his most feral in Crimson Flower. Yes! Yes! Give me back feral Dimitri! Can we do a poll on popping the bubble? The bubble doesn't pop, okay? I didn't animate it or anything. It can't pop. I don't know how to do that, okay? Space is my person that does everything for me. Space, how do I animate this bubble to pop? Space. Space, hello, you there? I'm poking you. Hello? You might like Are you trying to get me to like an animatronic? I like Matthew Lillard. Does that count? Does that count as me liking Springtrap? I mean, I like Springtrap as a villain, but the way I was talking about liking a character was like, you know, not, well, anyways. You want to be in pain? I'm 4 steps ahead of you. I'm already in constant pain. Yeah, I'm also in constant pain. It's called getting old. Anyways, what were we doing? Hold on. I think I'm a little behind in chat. Claude is my son. Edelgard is my wife. Dimitri needs a goddamn bath, but he can hang too. Yeah, I'm almost the same with you. Dimitri is my husband. Claude is my husband. Edelgard is my wife. What was that? Suddenly, I feel like we're not the same, actually. Clipped. What do you mean clipped? There was nothing to clip. I said nothing wrong. Or incriminating. At all. She admitted it. No, I didn't. Okay, let's see. How do you like the way your skin feels on your body? No, then what are we saying? What are you saying that I should do? Well, technically my skin isn't my skin, but I can still feel it. I can feel everything in this body. Everything. And I don't necessarily like that. but I don't want to peel it off either because I'll feel it. And I don't like that. I don't want to feel that. Is everyone getting married? Do we have another marriage in this chat? Again, congratulations, I suppose. This chat has really, really gone places, hasn't it? No more three houses? Should we talk about Fates instead? I don't want to talk about Fates. Fates ruined me. Fates ruined. I don't mind talking about three houses still. I don't mind. I just don't know about this chat becoming just a Fire Emblem chat. That wasn't the point. I mean, I was planning on just going off on whatever, but this wasn't supposed to be the Fire Emblem gushing hours. I think that sounds like a great idea. Fates or the Fire Emblem gushing hours? The illusion of three choice, 3 more years of three houses discords for some reason. No. Chat is normal today. Very normal. We're all married? This is all a marriage. You're married to the basement. Get back in. None of you are leaving. Okay, let's see. What war? What is there? Huh? Wait a second. Just the congratulations. That made me laugh. Hey, Angie, you told them about the bridge incident, but did you tell them exactly how long it took to get to the bridge incident? I did, actually. We talked a lot about that, in fact, because how could I forget? How could I forget? Oh my god. Something just happened. There was like a big glitch that happened. And like half my chat just went away. Okay, I can still see it if I look on my YouTube screen. But something happened and half my chat just disappeared. That was great. That was great. Alright, well my view from everything just died. The many years. It did take years off of my life, I will say that. It did take years off of my life. I'm sorry if I didn't read your message. Like, chat just disappeared for me and I can't really tell where I left off on, so, I'll just read what's current. Chat is being cold, excellent. Yeah, you guys just got executed. Just majorly executed, so, I can't read all of that now. Sorry. Rest in peace, I suppose. Become resurrected or whatever. If you have love, magic can be seen or something. I'm using my spell, wake up, bitch. Anyways. Filbert was the priest that consolidated your wedding? Your marriage? Huh. Good for him, I guess. Is the one I already ate, though? Does it count if they're dead? Anyways, I was collateral damage. Rip. Rip, you guys. Okay. I suppose, since we're still on Fire Emblem, I will share one more Fire Emblem story. And that is the disgusting thing we did in Radiant Dawn. Might as well get it all out, right? Might as well do the confessional here. So, I said that we sabotaged ourselves majorly in Radiant Dawn. Radiant Dawn, for those that have played it, how many people have actually played Radiant Dawn here? How many people have actually played Radiant Dawn? I've seen Path of Radiance, but have you guys played the sequel, which is Radiant Dawn? We're not on Fire Emblem, chat is on fire? I think so. I think so. I can't even keep up with chat right now. Huh. There are some fascinating things I'm reading in chat right now. Good for you guys, I suppose. Congratulations? Huh. Anyways, I'm gonna go on with this story. So whether or not you have played Radiant Dawn or not, it's a fun game. I recommend it. There's some things that I don't like about it, but some things I do, as with any Fire Emblem game. And as I'm playing, as Space and I are playing Radiant Dawn, we play through the first chapter, do fine, play through the second chapter, do fine, and somewhere along the way, we got led astray, I'll say. We got led astray. And by led astray, I'm gonna say first chapter was definitely not fire. Leonardo. Freaking Leonardo. Never mind, okay, Leonardo was the worst. Freaking had a 98% chance to hit and missed 3 times. I will never forget that. God, freaking Leonardo's the worst. Anyways. No, flirting is fine a little bit. Like I said, as long as it's a joke, flirting is fine. I'm not gonna outright ban it. But, I'm not gonna outright ban it. Just be careful what you guys say in chat, okay? Just be careful what you guys say. Hold on, I got sidetracked from the story because I was, like, looking around. Sorry, trying to read what you guys say sometimes and, like, remembering what I say is not great for someone that has the worst type of short-term memory. I just remembered another manga I picked up. Nice, nice! Tell me about it. This is the ADHD version of chat right now. I'm literally just going off on different things, trying to finish one story coherently and failing. Okay. What I was trying to say, I suppose. This is definitely a chat, yes. It's gone off kind of crazy. That's fine. We're okay with crazy here as long as it's funny. Having watched the Spice and Wolf remake, I had theology on the brain, so I picked up one called Toge Oni. That sounds interesting. What's that one about? Angie, say something I can't make out. If you are looking around because the witch has a caliber. Okay. Oh dear. I'm in trouble. Isn't that just my life anyways? Hold on, let me think. I kind of got off topic. I can't remember what originally I was saying. Radiant Dawn, Leo sucks, something something. We did something disgusting. I remember now. Right. So, back when we were back when Space and I were playing Radiant Dawn, we got to chapter 3, and we kind of got led astray in the sense that we decided we no longer liked Micaiah. Not as a whole, we just didn't like her group. We thought her group was kind of plain, they looked like NPCs, and we didn't like them as much. And so we decided, since Radiant Dawn kind of does something, they make you fight a war. I know, big surprise, it's a Fire Emblem game. But unlike in other games, where, like, you stay on the same side the entirety of the story, Radiant Dawn splits it up. So you fight on one side of the war, and then in another chapter, you fight on a different side of the war. And so, you are split between Micaiah's group, the Dawn Brigade, and Ike's group. And you have to go through, and you can, since they're on very, very different sides of the war, and they're fighting each other, whatever you do on Micaiah's side will make them, when they have to fight Ike's group, hit a little differently. And yes, the game will actually make you fight. Put the two armies together. So we saw this usually, and usually when we were fighting Dawn Brigade, we fought as, like, Ike's group. And so we decided to do something, maybe not the best choice in our ends. We decided to sabotage Micaiah's group and send everything, all of our assets, the money, absolutely everything, all our best weapons. We sent it all to Ike's group by putting it on a member that could be recruited. and having them be recruited into Ike's group instead. So we majorly sabotaged Micaiah's group in the Dawn Brigade. We decided we no longer wanted to be there. And we did that. Which became really bad when it turns out it's mandatory to fight in Micaiah later on against Ike's group. Yeah, we screwed ourselves over. We screwed ourselves over majorly. We sat there the whole time begging Ike's group not to come after us as we ran around the map trying to survive. It was, quite the thing to go through. We made it, but oh my god, that was a painful battle. That was a painful battle we had to do. And that was the disgusting thing we did in Radiant Dawn. Once that was over, we decided to appreciate Micaiah. We decided that we would appreciate Micaiah and her group and never do that ever again. So we went back to being disgusting and just farming on every single villain we saw. But yeah, that was something we did that. You did it on accident? Oh no, we did that on purpose. We just later found out that it was mandatory to fight as Micaiah, and yeah, that part was an accident. We probably wouldn't have done nearly half of what we did if we had known that. Yeah, that was quite the thing. Something can't read sounds real? I don't know what you're talking about. You pulled the original Resident Evil 2 blunder. Left nothing for the second run. Yeah, basically. Basically, we did that. We got through it, was the fun thing. Because the rule was that we had to survive a certain time limit. Or whatever. But it was a hard one. Grinding every unit to 20 on a game with no grind maps, good old days. Truly, the original Fire Emblem method. I haven't understood a word since Josh told us that, chat can't... Hey now, hey now. Oh. Oh man, I need more tea. I'm almost running out. Oh man. You know, Fire Emblem was just one of the notes I put down. It wasn't supposed to be this entire chat, but somehow this entire chat is just turning into Fire Emblem. I might have to redo this title to something like, okay, we only talked about Fire Emblem the entire time. It's like when Lorenz's level 14 Ash showed up during Reunion at Dawn, my first run. Yeah. Did you guys remember to level your units for when you have to do that chapter that you have to use them? I hope you did. It's an easy topic to pick up as our anime and manga. It's true. This was supposed to be like a general nostalgia games though. Like old gaming and stuff that you used to do, games you used to play with your friends. Well, what can I say? You talked about Three Houses and that diverted things. I know it. Three Houses really really decided the course of this entire stream. It all started because Wyo was playing Three Houses, and so it got me off. Got me off to think about it. Gotta love how we are giving titles to the incidents that they're episodes of a series. I have to title these things very carefully, or else I'll get some very angry Twitter responses. I've gotten one so far off of some of my talking streams, and I'm just like, I didn't think it was that deep, but okay. Alright. It doesn't really matter in the end. Oh right, recently finally beat... Is that Kingdom Hearts? I've never played Kingdom Hearts. I've always wanted to. It's again like games I've always wanted to play but never was able to. Speaking of... Actually, that's a good segue for me. That's a really good segue for me. Someone said something and it's not appearing in my regular chat. I don't know why. I don't know why Ruins, okay, we gotta ban Three Houses, got blocked by YouTube, but it's not appearing in my YouTube. It's appearing in the chat on the screen, though. Josh and I now have a mission to make Angie play Kingdom Hearts. I have to get the games first. I have to get the games first, and then I can play them. Okay. I'm gonna look at my notes. They're censoring me. It's true. It's true. Angie, I got you. I own most of them. Interesting. I've always wanted to play them, like, seriously. I used to watch my childhood friend play them all the time. I wonder how he's doing. But yeah, I used to sit in his room and I'd watch him play the beginning of it. He'd never let me get that far because he always said that, yeah, you should play it on your own. But he wouldn't let me borrow the game, and my parents wouldn't buy games for me, so there was a problem. Therein lied the problem. I fully plan on playing them. Play Omori? I fully plan on playing Omori. I actually have the art ready for it now, so I'm just letting a few games finish before a few series finish before I play Omori, because it's probably going to be a series too. Not maybe as long as one as certain ones, like Hollow Knight and stuff, but I definitely plan on playing it quite a bit. MZ is the cruelest suggestion you could have made. Why do you want to inflict that curse on Angie? Huh, is Kingdom Hearts seen as a curse? Fascinating. I want to play even more now. They only show up in Kingdom Hearts, but one of the enemy types in Kingdom Hearts 2, are literally one of my favorite enemy factions in any game ever. Sounds interesting. No, Kingdom Hearts has such a big fandom, so much love for that game series. I'm so curious about it. I've been curious about it for years. I've always wanted to play it, but I just never was able to buy it for various reasons. Now I have my own money, so I should be able to, but last time I looked, it was a little expensive. Maybe it'll go on sale sometime soon. Okay. Absolutely, it has destroyed multiple Let's Play channels. Fascinating! Oh, I'm even more curious now. Don't worry, Angie, Josh is kidding. Kingdom Hearts is famously extremely easy to get through, and the story is not confusing at all or convoluted. Easy to follow. Yes, that I have heard only that about Kingdom Hearts and nothing else. Absolutely, yes. I never hear people talk about how Kingdom Hearts ruined their life or how convoluted and crazy the story is. Absolutely never. It destroyed my favorite Let's Play group 18 parts in. Oh dear God. Okay. While we're on Kingdom Hearts, I'm going to segue into something else. I'm going to segue into other games that were nostalgic to me. Specifically games I played with other people, because that's the theme here. Is games that we played with other people, fun memories we had about it. We got off on Fire Emblem some part in here, but now we're going back on track about an hour after we ranted about Fire Emblem. Go figure. So, I guess the one that I'll say, the earliest I can remember playing games with other people, was I used to go over to this girl's house after school. She lived right by me, so I could walk to her house. And they had it was like a PS2 or something. I can't remember what it was. It was an old game system, though. And on it, they had this horror game. To this day, I still don't know which horror game it was. I just remember it was older. And there was a dark hallway that you went down. And when you started going down it, someone whispers, "Help me." And I don't know anything about it. I just remember that in the game, and I've always wanted to see if I could find that game again. But I can't find it. No, don't say that. The PS2 isn't retro yet. Yes, okay. I won't say anything. The GameCube too. It's not retro. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm with you. I understand. PS2, my beloved. They don't make him like her anymore. I've heard a lot of good things about the PS2. A lot of people say it's like one of the best systems. I never had one, but I was always jealous of my friend that had one. Might have been Fatal Frame, only PS2 horror game I can think of. I thought it was either, it might have been Dead Space or, like when I was trying to think of what it could be when I was looking through stuff, I thought it might be Dead Space or Resident Evil. But I'm not sure because I played both of those games and I don't remember the scene. that I'm thinking of in my head. I don't remember it in either of those games. So it might not be either. I've played Fatal Frame since. Dead Space was PS3? I thought so. I thought Dead Space wouldn't make sense for the time frame this was in. I see, it is PS3. Got it. I played Fatal Frame too. I didn't think it was Fatal Frame, but it could have been. There was like that, more games I haven't played that are technically horror games. There was like that Dino Escape game, and like it could have been that, I suppose, as well. I just remember very distinctly that you go down a hallway and you hear a woman's voice whisper, "Help me." And I think you're playing as a guy. And like, at least in my head, it's a guy. It's a guy with a gun, I think. And I think there was zombies, but I can't remember. I couldn't tell you. It could have been aliens. It could have been anything, honestly. I just think they were zombies, distinctly. Since the rules are in the description, does that mean the stream doesn't have rules? No, you know that's not the case. Hey, don't try to cut. You know how it is. You break anything, Josh will snipe you. I make the rules. Yeah, Space will snipe you too, apparently. They're arbitrary. What are we, Fae now? What is this? I don't understand. I'm a fish. I can't understand rules. I'm also there to snipe you. Yes, that's right. MZ, the lesser mod, will also snipe you. Prob Silent Hill? I don't think it was Silent Hill. I played Silent Hill a lot. Like, a lot. And I don't think it was Silent Hill. All 3 mods are threatening me. I'm not lesser, I'm great. Yes, MZ, I can verify. You as a person are actually great. It's just your status. Anyways. Hey, Space, if I break the 4th rule on the list, only you can see. Can I be a mod for an hour? I don't know. I don't know if Space can make mods. Can you guys make mods? I don't think it was Fatal Frame. Yeah, it wasn't. I don't think it was Fatal Frame either. Cause like, yeah, you do play as a girl with a camera in it, and I'm pretty sure the guy was a guy with a gun. But I guess for the life of me, I just don't know. I have no idea what this was. Funny enough, I remember those 2 girls too, and they didn't know what the name of the thing was. It was actually their dad's game. So they didn't actually know the name or anything. They just snuck play it when he was, not there. That's why we couldn't play it for long. Yeah, I guess I'll spend a while not being able to find that game. That's just how it is. Recently, I came to the conclusion that there was a game I'll probably never be able to play again. Lost media and all that, you know. I posted about it on Twitter, actually. There's a game that I really loved playing back then, and it was kind of tradition to play it yearly for me. I used to play it with my family, and I have really good memories of showing it to my cousins and stuff. We would play it, and it was a good winter horror game. And I actually thought it'd be a lot of fun to play it on the channel. But I've been looking for a way to play it on my computer, and there doesn't seem to be a way. The game was called Dire Grove. It was a search and find game from the Mystery Case Files series. It was one of my absolute favorite games that I kind of got into when I first started like buying games for myself. But yeah, unfortunately, it's kind of lost media at the moment. It's in the sense that like it can be played, and it can be bought too, but it can only be played on older computers. You can't play it on new computers at all. And I don't have the systems that can play it. Windows 8 or earlier, and I don't have any of that. Kinda sucks. There's games that I just can't play anymore because of stuff like that. I've tried a few different methods to see if I could do it, you know, emulators and stuff, but I still can't get it to play. It's just sad. I've tried emulators. It's just the games won't work right. And it's sad. It sucks. I wish I could play those games. But, like, there's always a problem when I try to use the emulators. None of them seem to work right, and they wouldn't be a very fun experience to stream. Anyway, let's see. There was a bunch of messages that came in that I kind of, like, because I was talking, didn't really get to read. So let me see real fast. I'm going to go back. Not normally, but the ways in which fate and physics tie in the invisible list of rules. Interesting. Space's list of rules are fascinating to read about, huh? I know there was, like, a Lovecraft game on the PS2. Interesting. I know, like, I'm trying to think of other games that, like, it could be in, like, other horror games, and through it I found some very interesting horror games, but none of them, like, fit it. Like, Rule of Rose is a very fascinating horror game that I probably never would have found if I hadn't have been on my quest to find this horror game. But, it's not it. What about Granny getting meds? What are you saying about me? Hold on. Crazy deep dive pool alone in the dark. Let me look it up. Enjoy the typing ASMR real fast. Huh. Interesting. I don't think this was it. I don't think this was it, but this does look familiar, though. You know, there was a game from, like, the 2000s that I've been looking for, and this looks like it's it. 2008. That might be it, actually. Not the one that I'm thinking of originally from that house. But there was a game that, like, I started playing a long time ago that I actually lost, and I was looking for it again. And I think this one was it. I think this was the game. It came out in 1864. Yes! Yes, that's it. I'm on chat with a bunch of hags. You're remembering PS2 games? We could just be, you know, playing older games. Just because you play older games doesn't mean you're in the hag age group. But also, what would be wrong with being in the hag age group? Okay, let's see. I'm gonna see if I missed anything else, because there was a few people giving me game suggestions, I think. I don't think so. I think that was mostly everything. I remember being really excited to play GoldenEye 64 on my dad's N64. Nice. I was talking to Kayseri, but if you really want to think of yourself as a granny, I hear the word granny and I immediately get triggered now because you guys keep calling me old. And no space. It's not because I know she's a granny too. Are you calling yourself a granny? Are you saying you too are a granny space? You want to elaborate on that? Let's see. Angie's trying to justify herself. Ugh. I'm super bad with horror games, so I wouldn't know any. Yeah, no, I figured. Don't worry. I was indoctrinated to love horror games back when I was little. My mom really loves horror movies too, so I would always watch horror movies with her. She doesn't watch them anymore, though. She grew out of love. I grew more in love. We weren't the same. I do fear Time's Unceasing March. I do not fear. Yeah, true. I do fear sometimes. I fear other people. I fear other people's time. I feel I won't have enough time with them. That's what I fear. You get triggered even when we talk about the Abno. It's true, it's true. I see the Granny Ab now and I'm just like, I know the old jokes are coming. I can see them on the horizon, getting closer. She's from 1489 and still a lot younger than you, Angie. What? What? Okay, alright, sure, whatever. Moving on. Let's narrow the scope. Are there any particularities you remember about the gameplay? We've got horror survival, horror, and a male player character. I just remember that there was a dark hallway. I think it might have been in a factory of some sorts. But again, I have no idea. It was like a facility or factory. That's why my head went to Resident Evil when I was talking about it. But like, I don't think it was a Resident Evil game. But I remember it being a hallway that you're going down, and then you hear someone say, "Help me." I'm pretty sure it was a zombie game. Like, I am very sure it was a zombie game the more I talk about it. Because I think I remember the girls very, very clearly saying something about it being like all these zombies and stuff, and it being very bloody in that capacity. Yeah, I don't think it was Resident Evil. Maybe it was like Resident Evil 3 or something, and I'm just like confusing it. When did Resident Evil 3 come out? I know it wasn't the first Resident Evil. And, okay, to be fair, I don't remember the second one enough to remember if it could have been the second one. Let me see real fast. I know it was definitely not the first one, though. Nope, I'm getting the remake a whole lot. Clock Tower. It would have been Clock Tower. It looks nothing like Clock Tower. What are we talking about? Old horror game that I can't remember the title of anymore. PS2 was all the way to Resident Evil 4. I never played Resident Evil 3 or 4. I played 1, 2, and then Skipaloo or something. It was way down the line back till, what Resident Evil are we on? What Resident Evil are we on? It wasn't the past one that I played the past one, the newest one that came out, and then the one before it was where I started up on Resident Evil again. And I'm not talking about the remakes. Just to clarify, I'm not talking about the remakes. I have not played any of the remakes. Okay, if I type in original, what does this look like? I don't think it was the original. I don't think it was Resident Evil 2. It could have been Dark Museum. Let's see. I'm just gonna keep doing this, I guess. I can't find anything for that one. Okay, Curse the Eye of Isis. It's like going down the lost media thing. I'm just going to explore this lost media thing with you guys, even though I don't think this game is actually lost media. I just don't know it. I don't really remember mummies or anything, but the graphics don't look too off from this one. The Curse the Eye of Isis. The graphics don't look too off from what I remember for that one, so that actually might be a contender. I'd have to look more into it to see. And before it really is something like Resident Evil 4 or something. And then Haunting Ground is what you said? I'll look at that real fast. No, it wasn't Haunting Ground. It wasn't Haunting Ground. Devil May Cry. You know, I've never seen a single Devil May Cry anything. I don't know anything about Devil May Cry. I know it exists. I don't know anything else about it. Devil Can't Cry then, I suppose. That'd be a fun series to get into. I wouldn't mind it. I'm always curious about getting into these series that, like, I never experienced before. It feels fun, and it seems like a lot of people really enjoy watching people get into their favorite games, so I'd really like to get into a lot more. For instance, I'm about to admit something. I've never played a single Final Fantasy game in my life. And honestly, I'd love to be able to. I see so many people talk about how good that series is and how they love those games. I've never played a single one. Like I said, my parents didn't want me to get addicted to video games. Funny thinking about it now. But they never really bought me video games when I was a kid. Every now and then I would get some. And, you know, from other family members or friends. But other than that, I wasn't really able to play video games that much. Let me introduce you to a very short little game called Final Fantasy XIV. I feel like I've been taken through this rabbit hole. I think I've been given this sales pitch before. Super fun games, honestly, most of them. Yeah, I've heard Space really wants me to start on one of them in particular. Yeah, 13. You said that you were gonna make me play 13. Yeah, I definitely think it would be a fun series to get into. Same with Monster Hunter. I hear a lot of good people. I hear a lot of people say good things about it. If you played 13, then I will say some very, very not nice things about it. Yeah, 13 I've heard is a little controversial, which is why I've heard people say you should play it first, though. My personal suggestion is 12. I'm gonna admit, playing any game out of order feels awful to me. That's my OCD. I have it real bad sometimes, to the point that thinking about skipping anything and playing it out of order, even when you don't have to play it in order because none of them connect whatsoever and it's really just the title, I don't know, it does something to my brain. It hurts me. It hurts me a lot. And so I feel like, no, I have to start with one, right? It makes sense to start with one. I have to start with one, but people are telling me, no, don't start with one. And my head gets a little scrambled with that. I mean, I'm a Fire Emblem fan. So I do get you definitely do not have to start with one. Because I didn't with Fire Emblem. But, man, it just jumbles my head that everyone says don't start with one. Run, Angie, the other two are compromised. Their tastes suck. I'll hold them off as long as I can. Oh my god. We're getting some really passionate Final Fantasy fans in here. 6 is a good distillation of the earlier Final Fantasy games. Interesting. I haven't played these games before. I see. Yeah, I've never played them. But everyone always talks about how much they love them. Angie, are you going to play like 16 JRPGs in a row? It almost looks like that, huh? And I just bought Dragon Quest recently, so I guess that's a good excuse to finally play that, isn't it? Do you really want to die like a... No, I suppose I wouldn't. Okay, alright. So, Final Fantasy shock aside, that I've never played it before. Let's see, what other games can I shock people in that I haven't played before? Quite a few. Actually, it's more accurate to say what games have I played than haven't, because I haven't played a lot of games. I have not played a lot of classic series. Do you guys want to talk about Mario? Because I also have never played a Mario game before. Yeah. When I say there's a lot of games I haven't played, I do mean there are a lot of games I have not played. That's what happens when you don't become a gamer until way, way, way later in life. Same? We're the same! I have played a Sonic game, though. I was addicted to Sonic Adventures, too. Let's see. Hiya, Angie. Hey! Welcome in, welcome in. listened to Rabbit Hole, Angie? I have. It's a good song. I listen to a lot of Vocaloid songs. Like, a lot. Ask Space. She'll be able to tell you. I like Vocaloid. A lot. Hey, Angie, if MZ goes missing, don't worry. I'm, concocting a plan to Stockholm them into having even one nice opinion. Just one? Just one? MZ, surely we can get just one out of you, right? Even I played one before. I haven't played any of them. Leave me alone. Took me an early rise to watch you. Thank you. I appreciate that. My voice went high there for a second. I need tea. Hold on. Let me just refresh my voice for a bit. We game twinning. Yes! Not playing any games, but then Sonic Adventures 2. Yes! Young me wasted so much money on that game. Which one? We talked about a lot of games all of a sudden. Which one are we talking about now? Oh, one of the games that I wanted the most when I was a kid. That, one of the games I wanted most as a kid that I used to watch my childhood friend play all the time. I would go to my childhood friend's house a lot, and I'd watch him play video games. I couldn't play the video games because I was stupid and a girl, but I got to watch him play video games because he'd pull up a chair for me and I'd watch him. And, one of the games that I loved to watch him play was, World of Warcraft, admittedly. I'd watch him play for hours. I was addicted. But, my mom said, no, we're not getting that. You're not playing with other people. Refusal. So I never was able to play it myself. And now I don't want to, so it all works out in the end. But, really, Angie, misogyny on the day after Women's Day. It was what was said to me. It was what was said to me. Yeah, now that Women's Day is gone, women suck. I hate women. Couldn't be one. Ugh. Anyways. For all intents and purposes, this is a joke. This is absolutely a joke. Good thing I don't play Final Fantasy. Yeah, watching them go at it right now is sure something. Clip it! No, nope. We don't have to clip anything. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see. Oh my god. Alright. Well, before my foot goes all the way into my mouth, I'm just gonna continue with the other game I used to watch my childhood friend play that, like, I was super, super interested in, that I was very addicted to watching him play, was, The Sims, oddly enough. I thought that game looked so cool. So I did actually buy it. Like, almost 10 years later. I bought The Sims 1 and played it for hours. I was so addicted to it. And by then, The Sims 3 was already out. But then I bought The Sims 2 because why not play the older versions? And The Sims 2 to this day is still my favorite version of The Sims. God, I love those games. And they just re-released them recently, so I can live all of that out again soon. You guys won't be ready for it. Trust me when I say, you guys will not be ready for it when I finally play The Sims again. It'll be all I do. This will just be a Sims channel now. No, it won't. But anyways, for also purposes of saying this is a joke, I will not turn into a Sims channel. Don't worry about it. Clipped it. What did you clip? What did you clip? Which part did you clip? Joshua 5003, you get back here. What did you clip? Do the 100 baby challenge. Oh god. Check mod chat? Oh dear god, what am I about to see? Alright. I have so much fear. Angie's hot take. What? Okay, I'm gonna have to check that after stream. I am so worried about that. Okay, alright. If you start playing Sims, you're putting more people in the basement. Oh, yes, I am. The amount of people going into the basement. Oh my gosh. That we're gonna have a whole kingdom in the basement, guys. It's gonna be great. Never saw the appeal of The Sims personally. I just never clicked for me. That's fair. I just like life sims, to be honest. The idea that I can create any character and just do whatever I want with them is just fun for me. So, I like character customization. I love dressing up characters and stuff like that. The amount of mods I installed onto The Sims 2 was insane. And then they introduced mermaids in The Sims 3, and I went insane. The introduction in Sims 3 to mermaids was life-changing for me. Though the mermaid transformation wasn't my favorite. But mermaids are important to me. Angie, you can play The Sims with the people in the basement. Is there a multiplayer for The Sims? Angie's misogyny distracted Space Nimsy from their debate over 13. Misogyny brings us together. Oh my god. I can't believe this. It's true, they did end their debate, though. They did, in fact, end their debate. I went insane, nothing new there. Yeah, okay, fair. But, like, people involve mermaids into anything, and suddenly I go insane. I like mermaids. I like the water. I like ocean. I like water good. Water good. If you want to talk about games we didn't think I would like, I have to talk about Factorio. I don't know that one. Huh. I think what they're saying is, we in the basement are your Sims. That's a thought. Okay. You guys are still going off on that, huh? You should play puzzles with chat. I would like to. Honestly, I wanted to have the redeem system done by now because there's some games we could play together. But I have to go through and change a bunch of stuff. I made a few mistakes and now I'm gonna have to reboot my entire streaming setup. So yeah, just wait for a little bit as I try to get things set up there. But then we should be able to play games while I'm streaming. And that will be fun. Quoting me on that. You heard her, MZ. Better break out the hacksaw if you want to win. Okay. Alright, I would like all three of my mods to stay alive. Please don't fight to the death. I'm not sponsoring this. I'm not paying for this. Mods, break it up. Don't fight. Okay, no more. I need you guys to guard the basement. Time for a hot take, guys. Angie, do you personally like water? Yes. Yes, I think water good. I like water. Water good. Hold on. I thought... Wait. Oh, there it is. There was like a chat that disappeared for me for a second. I was like, hold on. That's not right. Okay, Factorio is a giant, ever-expanding Excel spreadsheet disguised behind a factory being built on an alien planet. Fascinating. We're getting paid? I mean, in Angie points. That's fine. You guys will like that. Trust me. Trust me. It's great. It'll all come together. Clipped? What got clipped? What did you clip? Tarnished, you come back here. What did you clip? Tarnished. What did you clip? Can I play a game with you? Possibly Dead Space 2. I'm actually in the middle of playing Dead Space 2 with Space right now. Funny you should say that. I've been editing the videos, but we're in the middle of playing it together. Let's see, you crash on an alien world and have to build a rocket to leave. However, your hands are not enough. You must steadily build to, automate mining or crafting transport of materials. Ah, interesting. That does sound like it might be fun, though. If you didn't want us to fight to the death in here, then what's the point? You guys are supposed to mod the basement. That's why I have you around. What else are you good for? I mean, you guys are still captives in the basement. Don't get it twisted or anything. I don't know how space keeps getting out, but you guys are also captives here. Factory expands to meet the expanding needs of expanding factory. Ah, I see. Maybe that is a game I should give a chance. I haven't heard of it before, so it sounds interesting. You should play Satisfactory? You guys are throwing a lot of games at me all of a sudden. She full named you. What about Subnautica? What about Subnautica? I like Subnautica so far. I've been really enjoying it. I also, I've finally been looking into getting Subnautica Below Zero as well, so I suppose that means I'll have to play both games. And then they said something about a Subnautica 2 coming out, which means I'm definitely going to be in for it soon, aren't I? Can I play Satisfactory with you? I have to look into it first. I've never heard of the game before. In my Factorio save, I've run into an Adeptus Mechanicus problem, where some parts of my base aren't performing like they should due to some sort of shortage caused by a material. I don't remember how. Huh, interesting. Hold on, I got kind of behind in chat. You should play the most hard game to exist. It's called Life. First step, touch grass. Or seaweed. I don't like this game. This game doesn't speak to me. For whatever reason, I don't like this. My graphics card is all black and muddy for some reason. Can someone fix this? For whatever reason, my graphics card is just dark and I can only hear bubbles in my ear. I think something's wrong. I don't think I'm supposed to be here. Quick, like and subscribe so I can get out. Tell your friends, free Angie. We're starting a campaign. Free Angie from the ocean. Don't be annoying about it. Don't be annoying though. But yes, free me. Free me. Love me. Free me. It's four player, I think. I see. Satisfactory is a game I describe it in 3D. Your graphics card is what? Black. And muddy. 'Cause I'm in the ocean. I can only see darkness all around me. Can you play Fish Simulator, please? I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. If you'd like, I can screenshot a given section of my base, and you can try to, phrase what is happening in any of it. Yeah, sure. Sure, you can send it through, Twitter. We need to wait for a meteor event to happen? Then the server will be restarted? Will that reach down here? Will a meteor event reach down here? I wouldn't mind, but I'm kind of like at the bottom of the ocean. It is a little hard. Clipped? What got clipped? What are you guys clipping? It will. Okay, well then, I suppose I could wait for it. Unless some magical bullshit happens, I think we'll be fine. Oh, wait. Anyways. I tried Life. It was horrible, horribly unbalanced. You get locked into your starter class forever and can't switch, and you're guaranteed to lose unless you get the rich asshole class to start. Yeah, I haven't been able to get that one to start either. I've heard some people starting with a class called, like, Lucky Bastard or something, but that one also hasn't started for me yet. My video settings were all messed up when I spawned in, and now I have to pay for a subscription-based mod just to correct the graphics. Oh, sucks to suck. Yeah, my graphics seem really messed up here, for whatever reason. I can't see a thing in front of me, and the only sound I hear are bubbles and the occasional thing of pressurized movement. I hate it here, let me out. Oh, you got that bug, huh, Space? Sorry to hear about it. The devs are refusing to put out a patch. I mean, these assholes. The Angie racist allegations are— What do you mean? What do you mean? I didn't say anything! Look at this! Look at this! Could this thing be racist? Look at this thing. It's so round. Look at the roundness. Nothing else. Just look at the roundness. Don't look at anything. Don't pay attention to anything else. Look at my round, adorable face. Okay. Okay. That's it. That's all I gotta say. I rest my case, Your Honor. Next thing. So spherical. Exactly. Exactly. You guys agree. You guys agree. Nothing this round can be bad. Nothing this round can be evil. No need to worry. Alright, you can trust me. You can trust me. Look at this trustworthy, cute face. Yes, it looks like it goes around the hood and bites everyone's ankles. No, no, no. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look, I'm cute, right? I'm adorable. I could never. Look, I'm a cute fish. Okay? Alright, alright. So there. That's my argument. That's my argument. Right? Right? Why do you get small when you speak? It's cute. That's why. That's it. It's cute. I don't have a reason for why I did this. It's just cute, okay? I saw it move and I thought it was cute. I rest my case, Your Honor. Anyways, I'm an anime girl again. No, Miss Angie, what was this rounded adorable thing do between 1939 and 1945? Ah, yes, you see about that. Look how cute I am. Isn't this adorable? Look at how adorable I am. I'm round. That's it. I'm round. That's the only thing I gotta say. Anyways, Your Honor, next! What's up? I want to draw you. Go ahead. I won't, any art you guys want to draw of my character or anything like that, go right ahead. I don't care what you draw. I request that you tag me so I can see it. But you guys can draw anything. I'm not going to put any limitations or say, like, don't draw me or anything. Fair point. I declare her innocent. Exactly, exactly. Innocent. I'm completely innocent. I couldn't do a single thing wrong. I don't have a smug expression on here besides this one. Damn. Anyways, I can't do absolutely anything wrong. That's so threatening for some reason. I suppose depending on what you do, it can be very threatening, can it? I want to draw you can be like, There's some real scary things there, aren't there? Drawing Angie being turned into a marketable flash. No! Anyways. Angie needs to be more smug anime girl. Space! You know what to do, Space! Finish all my commission, Space. I want to see so much more art. No, I want to draw the fish. Draw the fish. It's still me. I'm Angie no matter what form I'm in. Be it fish or anime girl. I mean, technically I'm already a fish, so the anime girl is a fish. Smells like a fish too. Sorry to break your dreams, guys. I smell. Your waifu smells. People could draw you being turned into a hat. In fact, they could. I'm pretty sure my little angler here could already be a funny hat, right? You could probably turn it into a funny hat. Technically speaking, I suppose people could come on and think I'm wearing a funny hat as it is, and that it's definitely not something that's just attached to my head. I have a special thing to commission Space for when you get later in the Project Moon series. Ooh! I'm interested. I'm very interested. Okay, Angie, I have isolated 2 spaghetti sections and will DM them to you shortly. I will not post them for fear of being joked by more competent engineers. Okay, I'm interested. I'm very interested. Fan-fueled sprites. Yes, free me. No, they're all just gonna commission you. They're all just gonna commission you, Space. You can't actually leave. Feel free to show them on stream. Let me see. Twitter has not been working for me as of this morning, so I'm gonna see real fast if I can get it up. Okay, it looks like it's popping up, so we actually have a good chance. Alright. I'll probably be able to see it if you DM me. Twitter's been weird for me this morning, though. I haven't really been able to use it. I finally was able to post, like, one joke post this morning. So maybe it went out. Let me see. Hey, finally a variation. It happens, you know, sometimes I like to spice it up a little bit away from my usual dialogue. Let me see is like my classic one. It's the one I unintentionally say every single time and can't seem to stop. For whatever reason, those words just leave my mouth whenever there's a moment of silence and I have to say them. I can resist it. I don't have to say it. I can be strong and not say the usual. Let's open Twitter. Oh god, she'll see my old comments. Wait a second, what? What? Huh? Wait, you got, what was that? You put what? You put what? Oh, we already do. Huh? Is that to me asking if you guys would still love me if I was a hag? Is that to you asking me that? Interesting. Huh. I was asking you, would you still love me if I was a hag? But you seem to be thinking that I'm already one. There must be some mistake here. I wasn't saying I was a hag. I was asking a what if question. You know, I think there was a misunderstanding. Oh my god. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. That is quite the base building there. Hold on, I have to download it. Wow. Angie embrace being a senior? No! No, never! Alright, and you said that you were fine with me, showing the spaghetti? You're fine with me showing that? Alright. Then let's see if I can, bring this up real fast. Alright, just gotta go in here, add a few things, play around with a few things. Tell my computer she's beautiful, because if I don't, she'll explode. Alright. So first up, we have this one. I'm blocked now. That is a lot of stuff going on. The picture is small. The picture's kind of small, so I can't see the words or anything. Most of this, I'm sure, was very space efficient and served a great purpose at some point. Ah, I see. Absolutely do not check your DMs, Angie. What, did you send me something? No. I guess you're worried about me. I check my DMs every day. Cause I actually do tend to get quite a few of them, surprisingly. Like, don't get me wrong, I get a lot of spam. Most of it is spam. Majority of it is spam. I'll, like, be really excited for a little bit thinking that I got, like, one of my, someone to say something to me, and instead it's just a whole bunch of spam. But every now and then I get something from someone wanting to be my friend, or just, like, you know, just talking to me. And I really like those moments. So it's worth it to have it open. I'll send you a random corn picture every day. Oh no, you really don't have to do that. You don't have to. You don't worry about that. You don't have to. I'm blocking chat. You guys are blocked from view now. Look at this instead. You guys are blocked. You're out of sight, out of mind. I can't see you anymore. Ha. How do you guys like the dark now? Gotcha. Oh. Picture of my dog posted because I'm bored and wanted to bother him. Aww. Puppy. This is old. I edited the message. I see. All I can remember is that I must keep up supply, hence the railways and giant ore patches. I see. This looks like it'd be fun. This does look like it'd be really fun. Alright, I will stop blocking you now. I'll stop blocking chat. Alright, you guys are free. You guys can see again. I hope you're happy. You guys, people can see you now. Okay, you're not invisible anymore. So, hey, what are you doing over there? I said that people can see you now. Be decent. Anyways. Oh my gosh. We really got off topic. I try to keep a topic to these streams and then, like, add, you know, ADHD brain all over the place. No more talking. No more talking about the things you intended. Now you're over here. No, we are finally free. What do you mean free? You're still stuck in the basement. You're not leaving anywhere. I just made you invisible for a little bit. I put a blanket on your head. There's a topic. It was supposed to be about playing video games with your friends and stuff. It was supposed to be about, like, video games you'd play with friends. You know, that was the original topic. That's why I keep going back to it every now and then. Well, instead it turned into Fire Emblem, and now where are we? What are we doing? How did we get here? What even is the topic? Do we have one anymore? I think we lost the plot a long time ago. I posted a couple satisfactory pics in mod chat if you want to see it in game too. Okay. Let me open mod chat. Oh, wow. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Yeah, that does in fact look like a 3D version of that. Oh my gosh, I'm not sure if my brain can handle that. Okay. Well, I suppose before we get to the 3-hour mark, let's see. Well, I did mention the game that I couldn't really remember what it was. I just remember playing with those two girls and going down the hallway and hearing the "help me" whispered by a woman. That's it. I don't really remember anything else about it. But I'm not done with my hunt. I'm gonna see if I can find more about it now that I've gotten some people recommending me some games. Maybe it is one of the Resident Evils I've never played before. It could have been either 3 or 4. I've never actually played those ones before. It starts off really slow before you become a one-person production line. It's easy to learn. Huh, interesting. Your brain needs to rest after all this time. Hey now! Hey! Let's see. I wrote down some other ones I guess I'll go over real fast. Like, I used to play a lot of Disney games when I was younger. Like, I would buy the Mickey Mouse Magic Mirror game, or, there was this Donald Duck game that I used to play a lot. Because my parents liked Disney, so they would buy me Disney games. But, I was really bad at them. Like, oh my god, you guys think I'm bad at games now? You should have seen me back then. And my cousin used to come over. We'll call him Dan. We'll call him Dan. My cousin Dan used to come over, and, he was a big kid in a lot of ways. He would play a lot of games. You say Disney adults, but it's Disney kid. I was a kid playing these games, okay? I'm not an adult playing these games. Disney kid. I was a Disney kid. I love The Little Mermaid. What can I say? Oh my gosh. But, I used to play them a lot, but I didn't really get them. And so my cousin would come over, and Dan would play them. And, I would watch him play for hours and hours on end. He didn't really like talking to the others, but he liked to play games. Dan and I have kind of drifted apart over the years. It makes me a little sad, but I do remember fondly the moments I would go and play games with him. Or just watch him beat my games. But I liked it. It felt like I was achieving something with him. Oh. Let's see. I saw you didn't stream last week and went through hoops on my Twitter account. I did stream last week. I streamed 3 times last week. Am I... Did they get deleted or something? Hold up. No, I did. I played a horror game, Lobotomy Corp, and Slime Rancher last week. Let's see, when you were sick. I streamed a little bit when I was sick, because, like, I streamed the 7-Day Shrine one when I was sick. It's gotten better, though my throat is still a little sore from it, but I'm curing that by talking a lot. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. The beginning of the week, I usually only stream, no, you're fine. I usually only stream 3 times a week. I've been trying to expand that to 4 times a week, but because of certain things happening that have kind of gotten in the way, it's been a little hard to do 4 times. But I'm trying to keep up the 3-time schedule because I really like streaming. I just, you know, a big shocker, the streamer likes streaming. It's fun. I like talking to you guys. I like playing games with you guys. And so this is a time I can kind of relax and just enjoy myself. So, I don't know. I like talking a lot. I like streaming. I like playing video games. It just kind of worked out. That's not how sore throats work, Angie. Rest. We'll get there. We'll get there. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll have plenty of time to rest after the stream. I have to do taxes, so I'll be resting my throat a whole lot. Oh, man. The other games I used to play with my friends, or I guess I used to play it with everyone I've mentioned before, is Sonic Adventures 2. Man, me and my cousins used to sit there for hours playing it. I have 3 cousins that were younger than me. I'm actually the oldest out of all of my cousins. I don't have siblings or anything, so I think of my cousins as my siblings. And so whenever my cousins came over, it felt really cool. I felt like the older sister. And we'd play video games for hours with each other. And we played Sonic Adventures 2 all the time. My god. Sonic Adventures 2, I've come to make an announcement! Speaking of Sonic Adventures 2, I recently bought it off of Steam, so guess what, gang? I don't have a smug look for that. Hold on. But guess what, gang? Guess what we're gonna be doing fairly soon, now that I've gotten my hands on it. But yeah, I still have my GameCube copy. I used to play it all the time. I loved it dearly. And it brings back good memories of playing with my family. I miss those days a lot. Luckily, I can still do that. I hang out with my cousins still, and we still play them sometimes. Angie, scream really loudly. I don't think that's a good idea right now. My throat. I don't think it's a good idea right now. I really don't think that's a good idea right now. Shadow the Hedgehog is... Man, I would always go between playing as Amy or Shadow. I love the aesthetic so much. You know, there's 2 wolves living inside of you right now kind of thing. Please don't, Angie. Don't, Angie, what? The Scream or Sonic Adventures 2? Because one of those I can't guarantee. My brother and I used to take turns getting in chases in Grand Theft Auto 3. We would swap when you died. Fun times, I get you. Yeah, that sounds fun. You know, I've never played Grand Theft Auto either. Those sound like fun games to get into. Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming out soon. I wonder if that will be any good or affordable. But I'd love to get into one of them. I've heard 5 is really good, so I might check that out. Hear me out, Rogue the Bat? Agreed. I don't think that's a big hear me out. I think a lot of people agree with you. Sonic Adventures is fine, just don't blow out my eardrums again. No promises. Have you heard the song that's in Sonic Adventures 2? I might be screaming that as soon as I get to it. And it's like the first chapter, so. I suggest Saints Row over Grand Theft Auto 3. I've never played Saints Row either. I actually don't know anything about it. Saints Row is Grand Theft Auto not taking itself seriously? I see. Interesting. Best thing to do is Grand Theft Auto 5 is cheat in a bazooka and blow every car on the roads. Uh-huh. Real talk, I've been watching Fuamoko play Grand Theft Auto, and it's been very fun. I think that's the multiplayer version that they're playing, and wow, it is so much fun watching them be chaos gremlins together. They're so cute. Fuamoko's adorable. Oh. All right. Let's see. I think that's about it for all of the games I used to play with people. I mean, I could go over all the times I played games with Space, and the list would go on forever, but luckily, we recorded most of that, so you guys will get to see it anyway. Team Tomodachi? I would be incredibly careful with Saints Row on stream. It is definitely a game that would get you bonked by YouTube. Uh-oh, I'll have to look up a couple of things to see if I can be careful. Or if I just have to do it for a video so I can censor stuff. Do you see that, Space? Angie doesn't consider you her friend. No, she is my friend. It's just I recorded all of that, so it's better to, like, leave it for you guys to be surprised. Also, Space might have left. I don't see her anymore. Space became a space case. I already talked about the Mystery Case Files game, though. I talked about The Sims and watching World of Warcraft. The only other thing I never talked about is that time I tried to impress a guy by playing League of Legends. And then hated it and rage quit it the next day. Sorry, what did Space do? Nothing. I'm just talking about how we played games together. Don't worry about it. For shame, Angie, for shame. The League story? Was it the League story that did it? Or is it Space? Is it something with Space? To be honest, I had no idea what League was when it happened. The guy I was talking to him and I'm just like, oh yeah, I like games a lot. And he was like, oh, cool. Have you played this really cool one called League of Legends? It's like the best game ever. And I was just like, this guy's cute. Hold on, I can get into this. And I'm like, oh yeah, I love League. Hold on, I'll play it. So I downloaded it that night and played it and rage quit it the next day. I rage quit it the next day. I couldn't do it. I never talked about League at all to that guy ever again. I don't even know if I talked to that guy again. It's been a little bit now. But, yeah. I was out of it so fast. Oh my god. I see Ruin's message. We're not friends. That's cool. I'm digging out of the basement with a spoon right now anyways. What? No, that's not what I said at all. How are you digging out of the basement with a spoon? We're underwater. Oh god. Why is there a leak in here? Okay, chat. I'm terribly sorry, but it looks like all of you might be getting a swimming pool fairly soon. I hope you enjoy it. Also, quick question. Do you guys know how to breathe underwater? Have you guys evolved to do that yet? Well, good luck to you guys. Have fun. I hope you guys enjoy everything that's about to happen to you. And, looks like, the safety net is gone. And you guys are just going into open water now. Have fun, guys. Have fun. Anyways. Chat, no. Oh god, what has happened to you, chat? What has happened? No! Chat! No! You're drowning! God, stay with me! Chat, don't go! Chat, no! Well, it was nice to see you while you lasted. It was nice to see you. Yay, freedom! What was that about freedom? Hold on, I can't allow that. Hold on, chat. I'm bringing you back. I'm bringing you back, don't worry. Don't worry, I'm dragging you back. We'll find a way out. Stay with me. Stay with me. Come back. All right, we got the safety back on. Cool, sweet. Look, you guys will be fine. You guys will be fine. You guys aren't allowed to leave. You hear me, chat? You hear me? You're not allowed to leave. Glad we could get to this understanding. No, let me see back to the abyss. No. Anyways, thank you guys for joining me today in this one. Yeah, I guess we'll just go ahead and end stream. We already exhausted the topic, not that we were into it that much. I think I just had a stroke there. Jesus Christ, I can't say a word. Okay. Deep breaths, Angie. Deep breaths. All right. I will try to take this one without ruining my throat. Check your DMs later? That terrifies me, what you just said. That could mean a lot of things, Tarnished. That could be like a straight up threat. Alright. I am going to go ahead. Sucks for y'all. Space just swimming out of here like I'm in a suit. Alright, Space. I'm going to go ahead and end this talking stream here. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was really fun. I needed this. This was a good chat time. I enjoyed this. Every now and then, I just really love the times where I can just sit back and talk with you guys without a game here. It's just fun. It's just a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, love you guys lots. If you're new here, if you could like and subscribe, I would appreciate it. Don't have to, no judgment if you don't, but I'll appreciate you if you do. Appreciate you anyways, though. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye, everyone. Have a good night.